Hi everyone, welcome to the BoldSign API tutorial. In this video, I'll guide you through the process of sending signature request on behalf of another user via BoldSign Python SDK. I'll show you how to request permission from a user, how they can approve it, and how to send a signature request on their behalf. Let's dive in. I'm Matthew Wilson, a legal advisor. I need to send a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, to a client on behalf of my company's legal coordinator, Kathy. Let's see how I can do this securely using the BoldSign Python SDK. Make sure you've installed the BoldSign Python SDK by running the command pip install BoldSign in your terminal. As I have already installed it, I'll confirm by running pip show BoldSign. As you can see, the package has been installed and is ready to go. Next, to add Kathy as sender identity, I navigate to the developer documentation. I copy the Python code snippets and paste them into my Python file. I update the code. In the API, I set the API key to connect with BoldSign services. If you haven't created your API key yet, you can do so in the BoldSign WebApp under the API section. The Sender Identities API object is used to manage the sender identities. In the Create Sender Identity Request object, I update the username to the one on whose behalf the action is being performed. I set the username to Kathy and enter Kathy's email ID. In the notification settings, I enable all the notifications so that when a document is sent for signing is signed, declined, revoked, reassigned, expired, or if authentication fails, or reminders are sent. Kathy, the user on whose behalf these actions are performed, will receive the corresponding email notifications. You can change these settings as needed. I set the notification settings to the Sender Identity Request object. In the Brand ID section, I set the ID which should correspond to Kathy's brand. This ensures that the company logo, colors, and other design elements match the sender's identity across emails, notifications, and the approval page. I have already created a brand that matches Kathy's identity, so I navigate to the BoldSign WebApp, expand the Settings menu, and choose Branding. I click the context menu and select Use Brand ID to copy it. Then I paste the brand ID here. You can set the redirect URL, which is the page the user will be navigated to, after providing confirmation. I remove this so that the user is automatically taken to the acknowledgement page after approving the request. Finally, I pass this request to the Create Sender Identity API to make Kathy a sender identity. I run the sample. The sender identity is successfully created. To check whether Kathy's details have been added, I navigate to my BoldSign WebApp and select Sender Identities under the API section. Kathy's details are now displayed. Kathy will receive an email requesting permission to perform operations on her behalf. This is the email Kathy received to approve permission. I click on Approve Request, which navigates to the BoldSign approval page, where I can review all the requested permissions and approve the request. It then redirects to the acknowledgement page. Now operations such as sending documents, downloading audit logs, revoking access, and more can be performed on Kathy's behalf. Next, I proceed to send the document for signing. I navigate back to the developer documentation for sending documents on behalf of others. I copy the Python code snippets and paste them into my file. I update the code. First, I set the API key. The document client object is used to send the documents. I adjust the position of the signature field on the document. Next, I add the signer's name and email address. Then I set the title of the document and update the document file path. Next comes the most important property for performing this onBehalf operation. The onBehalf property must contain Kathy's email address. Once all the properties are configured, I pass them to the Send Document API to initiate the signature request. I log the document ID in the console to verify whether the document has been created and sent for signing. I run the sample and the document ID is logged in the console. I can find this document in the Behalf Documents section of the BoldSign WebApp under Kathy's account. Next, I'll demonstrate how the document recipient, Stacy, signs the document. This is the email that Stacy receives to initiate the signing process. You can see Kathy's name here instead of my name, Matthew Wilson. I proceed to sign the document. Here are the emails that are then received by Kathy, giving her updates throughout the signing process. She receives notifications that keep her informed at every stage. And that's it. You've now seen how to request a user's permission, obtain their approval, and send a signature request on their behalf using the BoldSign Python SDK. Thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to follow or subscribe for more BoldSign API tutorials.